Ever thought about how small daily decisions can shape your life? It's a concept we often overlook, but it's these seemingly insignificant choices that have the power to sculpt our destiny. Consider the story of a regular person, just like any of us. This individual decided to save just a tiny bit of their paycheck every day, no matter how small. It may not have seemed like much at first, but over time, these small savings began to accumulate. As weeks turned into months and months into years, this seemingly insignificant daily decision turned into a significant amount of savings. It wasn't a get-rich-quick scheme nor a stroke of incredible luck. It was the simple power of small decisions made consistently over time. So the next time you're faced with a small decision, remember, it's these choices that hold the potential to change your life in big ways. Remember, small decisions can lead to big changes. Time is a crucial factor in the compound effect. The earlier you start, the better. Picture this: two buddies, let's call them Alex and Ben. Both of them are smart, hardworking, and ambitious. But there's one key difference. Alex starts investing in his 20s while Ben decides to wait until his 30s. Fast forward to retirement age. Alex has a comfortable nest egg thanks to the power of compound interest. He started early, consistently investing a small portion of his income. Over years, these modest investments grew, multiplied, and snowballed into a substantial sum. Now consider Ben. He also began investing, but a decade later than Alex. Despite investing the same amount, his savings at retirement pale in comparison to Alex's. Why? Simply because he started later. The story of Alex and Ben is a powerful illustration of the compound effect in action. It underscores the immense power of time and the importance of starting early. But remember, it's not just about money or investing, it applies to all aspects of life. Learning a new skill, developing a healthy habit, or even nurturing relationships. The moral here is clear. The earlier you start making smart decisions, the more time you give them to grow, multiply, and create positive ripples in your life. So don't wait. Start now. After all, it's never too early to start making smart decisions. It's important to make sure the compound effect works in your favor. Imagine a fellow named John. John loves the taste of junk food. One day, John decides to indulge in a small bag of chips. It seems harmless, right? A small decision. But then John begins to make this a daily habit, consuming a bag of chips every single day. Over time, John's harmless decision starts to compound. Months pass and John starts noticing a bit of a weight increase. His energy levels are also not as high as they used to be. He brushes it off, attributing it to age or stress. But the pattern continues. A year passes and John's health deteriorates significantly. He's put on a lot of weight, and his energy levels are at an all-time low. His doctor warns him about the risks of heart disease and diabetes, all because of a small decision consistently repeated over time. This is the power of the compound effect, but in a negative light. It's a vivid illustration of how small, seemingly insignificant decisions can slowly but surely work against you over time. But remember, the compound effect can also work positively. It can be your best friend or your worst enemy. The key is to make it work for you. Start with small, healthy habits and watch them compound over time, leading to positive outcomes in your life. Ensure your habits and decisions are working for you, not against you. Consistency is key when it comes to the compound effect. Imagine two individuals both aiming to master the same skill. Let's call them Alex and Bailey. Alex decides to practice this skill for an hour every single day without fail. Bailey, on the other hand, practices 4 hours one day, skips a few days, then puts in another 3 hours. Over time, the difference in their progress becomes starkly apparent. Alex, with his daily practice, steadily improves. Each hour spent practicing builds on the one before, like a snowball rolling down a hill, gathering size and speed. This is the compound effect in action. Bailey, on the other hand, despite putting in the same total hours as Alex, doesn't see the same level of improvement. The inconsistency of their practice means they're constantly trying to regain lost ground rather than building on previous gains. The compounding effect is interrupted. The compound effect is like a delicate chain, each link representing a consistent action. Break a link and the chain is interrupted. The power of the compound effect lies in its continuity. It's not about the intensity of effort, but the consistency. In life, whether you're learning a new skill, saving for retirement, or trying to improve your health, remember this story of Alex and Bailey. Consistency, even if it's small, will get you further than sporadic, high-intensity efforts. Remember, consistency is key. The longer you stick with it, the better the results. This principle is as true in life as it is in the realm of compounding. Consider the tale of Jake. Jake was an average Joe, but he had a goal. He wanted to improve his health and physique, so he decided to embark on a fitness regimen. He started small, just a few push-ups and sit-ups every day, but he was consistent, and over time he started seeing some improvement. However, the real magic happened when he stuck with it for the long haul. After a year, those small daily exercises had turned into a full-body workout routine. His stamina had increased, his physique had improved, and his overall health was better than ever. But Jake didn't stop there. He continued with his regimen year after year, and with each passing year, the results were exponentially better. His body adapted to the rigorous routine, his muscles grew stronger, and his health kept improving. The story of Jake is an excellent example of how the compound effect works. The longer he stuck with his regimen, the better his results. It took time, patience, and persistence. But in the end, it paid off in a big way. So remember, when it comes to compounding, time is your best friend. The longer you stick with your plan, the more significant the results. And that's a powerful lesson to learn. Patience and persistence pay off. Once the ball is rolling, it's easier to keep it going. Now let's delve into the story of an individual who started a small business. To better understand this concept, meet Grace. She launched a small bakery from her home kitchen. Initially, she struggled to make ends meet, but she was determined to succeed. Grace started by baking a few specialty items, selling them at local farmers markets and online. It was a small start, but she was consistent, which is key. Every day, she committed to baking, promoting her products, and refining her recipes based on customer feedback. She was relentless in her pursuit of growth, even when the progress seemed insignificant. But over time, her consistent efforts started to pay off. Her customer base began to grow, and word of mouth brought her more business. The growth was slow at first, but because she was committed and consistent, the pace of growth began to speed up. The growth was compounding. Her small, consistent efforts had started the ball rolling, and now momentum was carrying it forward. Grace's bakery eventually expanded to a brick-and-mortar store, then 2, then 5. Today, she owns a chain of bakeries across the state, and it all started with small, consistent efforts. This is the power of momentum. Once you start making small, consistent efforts towards your goal, the pace of progress begins to accelerate. Once you get the momentum going, the compound effect takes over. In summary, small, consistent decisions can have a huge impact on your life. The power of compounding is not just a financial principle. It's a law that governs all aspects of our lives. Starting early takes advantage of time, turning small gains into significant outcomes. Making the compound effect work for you is about ensuring that your habits and actions are beneficial, not detrimental. Remember, never interrupt compounding. It's like a snowball rolling down a hill. It needs time to gather speed and size. The longer you stick with it, the better the results. Consistency is key in this process. It's the fuel that keeps the momentum going. The compound effect is a powerful tool that can transform your life in extraordinary ways. Harness it, respect it, and use it to your advantage. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and continue this journey of growth with us.